I would have been merciful, Mayor.
For a while. It took me a while for it to level up to level 14, so well, it hasn't been that long. Well, now I have
What's with scalding?
This is where a smith should be.
well, I think I have enough now. I just have to you see I'm at 4.
Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sappers. They've already delivered the trebuchets. That is the good news.
And the bad news?
Arimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
Taking this fortress is going to get a lot of good soldiers killed.
Our soldiers know the risks, Inquisitor, and they know what they're fighting for.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it. But we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some Wardens may be sympathetic to our cause. The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor.
Let's see how this goes. 'Cause, 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 'cause
Pull back! They're through! All right, Inquisitor. You have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
Whatever it takes, Cullen. If we lose here, we lose everything.
Understood, Inquisitor. Warden Stroud will guard your back. Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. He's assisting them until you arrive. There's too much resistance on... If you...
Stay back! We will not be sacrificed for some insane ritual! Brothers, can't you see? This is madness! It's no use! Their minds are not their own! I have your back! Everyone just stay back! Keep your distance!
The Inquisition is here to stop Clarel, not to kill wardens. If you fall back, you won't be harmed.
All right. My men will stay back. We want no part of this. Deal with Clarel as you must. Well said. I had hoped some of the wardens would listen to me.
Sorry, something just made a glitch, so I had to re-upload again. So it might take a while. Let's wait when it does that. Hopefully it didn't delete the scene.
Inquisition! I thought your men could use some help up here! Good work. Stay with my forces and see that they survive this. I'll keep the demons off them as best I can.
They're all going down. Probably need the help over there, right? Wardens! We are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect!
The Inquisition is inside, Clarel. We have no time to stand on ceremony.
These men and women are giving their lives, Magister. That might mean little in Tavinta, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty. It has been many long years, my friend.
Too many, Clarel. If my sword arm can no longer serve the Wardens, then my blood will have to do.
It will.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Clarel! If you complete that ritual, you're doing exactly what Eramund wants.
What? Fighting the Blight? Keeping the world safe from Darkspawn? Who wouldn't want that? And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hate me for that if you must, but do not hate the Wardens for doing their duty!
We make the sacrifices no one else will. Our warriors die proudly for a world that will never thank them.
And then your Tavinta ally binds the mages to Corypheus!
Corypheus? But he's dead.
These people will say anything to shake your confidence, Clarel.
Bring it through!
Please! I have seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I trained half of you myself!
Be ready with the ritual, Clarel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
Listen to me! I have no quarrel with the Wardens. I've spared those I could. I don't want to kill you, but you're being used. And some of you know it, don't you?
The mages who've done the ritual. They're not right. They were my friends, but now they're like puppets on a string.
You cannot let fear sway your mind, Warden Chernoff.
He's not afraid. You are. You're afraid that you ordered all these brave men and women to die for nothing.
I honor your bravery, my brothers and sisters. But this is not the way. You have been tricked.
Clarel, we have come so far. You're the only one who can do this.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Or perhaps I should bring in a more reliable ally. My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor. He sent me this to welcome you.
Not again. Oh.
Clarel, wait.
Help the Inquisitor!
Sorry about
Right, where's the friggin' exit?
Let's see how many actually would.
You've destroyed the Grey Wardens.
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch. All I did was dangle a little power before your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody. You could have served a new god.
I will never serve the Blight.
Oh, dang. Probably probably tomorrow or the other day before that, I'll be done with this game. I don't know. Maybe it might take way more, I think, because I have the third one, the second one, and the other more.
Where are we?
We were falling. Is this... Are we dead?
No. This is the Fade. The Inquisitor opened a rift. We came through. And survived. I never thought I would ever find myself here physically. Look. The Black City. Almost close enough to touch.
This must be very exciting for you, Solus. Any advice you have on what exactly is going on would be wonderful.
What spirit commands this place? I have never seen anywhere like it.
It's not how I remember the Fade, either. Perhaps it's because we're here, physically, instead of just dreaming. The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now.
Shipples, fuck, shit, crap, fade, shit, ass, demons, crap!
What she said. I'll fight whatever you give me, boss. But nobody said nothing about getting dragged through the ass end of Demon Town.
In our world, the rift the demons came
Demon
through
Town.
was nearby.
Oh
in the
my
main hall.
gosh.
Can we escape the same way?
Oh my gosh. Demon Town.
Beats waiting around for demons to find us, right? There, let's go.
This is fascinating. It is not the area I would have... To physically walk within the Fade.
Oh yeah, this must be a dream come true for your crazy ass.
Yes, literally.
If you sense anything strange,
By the Maker. Could that be?
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia. From the little I remember of what happened at Haven, I thought you were dead.
I fear the Divine is indeed dead. It is likely we face a spirit. Or a demon.
In truth, proving my existence either way would...
Surely you can
I am here to help. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
No, I don't.
The memories you have lost were taken by the demon that serves Corypheus. It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the world. You will have your chance, brave warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army of demons. His power may come from the Blight itself, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus has brought much terror to this world. He was one of the Magisters who unleashed the first Blight upon the world, was he not? Every child's cry as the Archdemon circles. Every dwarf's...
Can you help us get out of the Fade?
When you enter... These are... Run while you can! Warn them!
What's going on here?
Why are you doing this? You, of all people! Why are you doing this? You, of all people!
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me!
What's going on here?
So, your mark did not come from Andraste. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
So this is what? An accident? A random ricochet in the middle of a fight?
And if it was?
If it was, then neither the Maker nor Andraste were in any way involved in this. I'm just...
If you believe in the Maker, then you believe he made this world, and everything in it, including your accident. And if you do not, then nothing has changed. You have recovered... You must make haste. I will...
Those were their actions led to her death.
I assumed he had taken their minds, as you have seen him do before. Come, we can argue after we escape this dark place.
Oh, I intend to...
The Divine. Please say that was her. It was her, right?
We have survived in the Fade physically. Perhaps she did as well. Or, if it is a spirit that identifies so strongly with just... that it believes it is her, how can we say it is not?
She seems interested in helping us.
That's great and all, but the nightmare is the thing currently scaring the shit out of me.
There's a fear demon, as suspected, likely drawing on terrors related to the Blight. Fear is a very old, very strong feeling. It predates love, pride, compassion, every emotion. Save perhaps desire. Be wary. The nightmare will do anything in its power to weaken our resolve.
Something here.
There!
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? You're a failure, and your family died knowing it.
Of course, a fear demon would know where to hurt most.
Those were little... tiny manifestations spawned from the nightmare itself.
And they take the form of spiders. Something so many fear.
Didn't see no spiders. I'd have taken bloody spiders.
Remember, we walk in the Fade. Demons of fear shape their appearance to unnerve each of us.
Well, now I feel better.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger.
Keep running!
Go!
Breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
The demon!
Keep running!
Ah!
It was you. thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade. It was the Divine behind me. And then you... she died.
Yes.
So this creature is simply a spirit?
I think we all knew that was the case, Warden.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
Are you a memory of the Divine? A reflection?
If that is the story you wish to tell, it is not a bad one.
What we do know is that the mortal divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
As I said, we can
Yes.
How you to protect...
Even...
Agreed. The Wardens may once have served a greater good, but they are far too dangerous now.
Don't know that we can pass judgment on the only folks who know how to stop blights.
This debate can wait until we're out of danger.
Inquisitor.
Oh no, who more? Dang.
The nightmare has found us.
I'm...
Come, real or not, the Divine is the key to escaping from the...
Warden Stroud, how must it feel to devote your whole life to the Wardens, only to watch them fall? Or worse, to know that you were responsible for their destruction? When the next blight comes, will they curse your name?
With the Maker's blessing, we will end this wretched beast.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
down. Sky should be high. Figure it out, Fade!
There!
You must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the faith. Liliana. I am sorry. I failed you too.
You will die in agony. I grew fat. On your feet.
Stop dying!
You cannot stand against me.
This is...
Grow fat on your fear.
Creature.
You are nothing. Dragon. cannot stand against me. I grow fat on your fear.
We need to clear a path! Go! I'll cover you. No, you were right. The Grey Wardens caused this. A warden must...
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Mark!
Say goodbye to Varric for me.
Spiders. Always the maker down.
With the nightmare banished, Corypheus lost both his warden mages and his demon army. But in the stories your soldiers will tell, their Inquisitor broke the spell with the Maker's blessing.
They need something to believe in.
They do indeed.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clarel's tragic mistake. We've seen no sign of Hawke since the ledge collapsed, Inquisitor. We assumed he was with you.
Hawke sacrificed his life to save us and strike a decisive blow against Corypheus. He gave his life not because he'd sworn an oath or been marked as special, but because someone had to do it.
Stroud, you're the senior. What do we do?
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Stroud believes that the Wardens are worth saving, and I trust him. You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori, but there are plenty of demons that need killing.
While they do that, I'll report to the Wardens at Weishaupt. We won't be caught off guard by Corypheus again.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
Maker watch over your Inquisition. It has been an honor.
I can't believe Hawke is gone. I had to choose him or have him. Either have him or Stroud. Why couldn't it be the Inquisitor who?
Stroud sent me one final report. He's on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
At the time, it felt like a lot of running and escaping.
Either way, Corypheus lost the army he would have used to conquer Thedas. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
Where can I find the Empress?
That is where the... What? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
You seemed calm, serene even, and she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry. I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Thank you.
Whoa! Level 15! Dang! Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second, I have to switch this to... Oh, we're actually at a level. I have enough power to defeat. To go to the left. Let me do it. Public execution.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Countless better men and women than you are dead. Why shouldn't this be quick?
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you... I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Since death is a validation for you, I will delay it. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, you'll spend the rest of your days in the deepest, darkest hole we can find.
We shall see which of us outlives our legacy, Inquisitor.
She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You were free to rejoin your comrades, and yet you present yourself here.
There is no excuse for my act. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with...
The Inquisition stands for faith. Our work has greater purpose. Sometimes we need a reminder. Sir Ruth, the Herald of Andraste, forgives you in her name. Find peace in that.
Your worship, I will try.
This is a hall worthy of the Inquisition.
Did I ever tell you about the time Hawk was on a Merchant Guild hit list? Hawk's uncle got... They took a lot... Their weird foreign foodstuffs arrived alive, and one of them...
I know Hawk was your friend. This can't be easy for you.
It's just... one time, just once, Hawk shouldn't have been the one making the sacrifice. Just once. The guild traced the shipments to Hawk's uncle, but as usual, he was so far in debt he couldn't see daylight. So, they went after Hawk instead. They sent guys from the local carter to Hawk's estate one night. 5 big dusters, armed to the teeth. They're about to kick down the door when Hawk just opened it and invites them all inside. Hawk... I guess Carver should... Excuse me. Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, all right?
Any Venatori activity?
If my agents find anything, you will be the first to know. Inquisitor. Inquisitor.
We have to reach the Empress before Corypheus. The only question is, how?
We know how. I have our way in. The real question is, where is our enemy hiding? At the urging of Grand Duchess Florian, the Empress is holding a ball. Absolutely everyone will be there. During the festivities, Celine will be meeting for peace talks with the usurper Duke Gaspard and Ambassador Briala. The assassin must be hiding within one of these factions.
Who is this Ambassador Briala?
An ambassador in name only. She has organized the elves of Halam Sharal into an underground army. The Empress invited her to the peace talks in a bid to gain the elves' alliance in the war. That would be scandal enough, with a personal grudge and a network of saboteurs.
Wait, the elven leader is a jilted lover of the Empress?
It's not widely known, just a rumor whispered, even if a lie. Briella could use it to blackmail the Empress. She has some connection to the throne.
You've given me plenty to think about.
Just...
Oh, if this ends very quickly, then after this, I might just,
The political situation in Halam Shiral hangs by a thread. The Empress fears our presence could sever it. The Grand Duke is only too happy to have us at the ball as his guests, so our invitation comes from him. Whether we act as his allies or upset the balance of power, he gains an opportunity, if not a clear advantage.
Inquisitor Trevelyan, we meet at last. I've heard so much about you. The rumors coming out of the Western Approach say you battled an army of demons. Imagine what the Inquisition could accomplish with the full support of the rightful Emperor of Orlais.
I can see many benefits to such an alliance.
Keep the image firmly in mind. We may see it materialize, but I am not a man who forgets his friends, Inquisitor. You help me, I'll help you. Prepared to shock the Assembly by appearing as the... They will be telling stories of this into the next age.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Duke Gaspard. I look forward to ending this civil war.
As do I, my friend. The Empire needs stability and security, now more than ever. If you have the safety of the Orlesian people at heart, Inquisitor, perhaps you will look into something for me. This elven woman, Briala, I suspect that she intends to disrupt the negotiations. My people have found these ambassadors all over the fortifications. Sabotage seems the least of their crimes.
If they're siding with the enemy, I'll put an end to it.
Be as discreet as possible. We're keeping the...
Is that the Inquisitor?
What? Emartia! Don't be absurd!
Mika, what am I going to do if I cannot find my ring?
Is this the ring you were looking for?
Enjoy the party.
Where has that servant gone? Elves, always shirking their duties.
This is a private conversation. Please, leave. Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress... Put an end to the war tonight. Any word from the front lines?
My spies said the bodies were beyond counting.
Surely the Empress will put an end to the war tonight.
Inquisitor, a moment, if you please. I'm sure you know how to handle It is no simple matter of etiquette and protocol. Every word, every gesture is measured and evaluated for weakness.
I'll keep my guard up. Don't worry.
The game is like when you meet you are safer in the Fade with the Fear Demon.
It might be a good idea for the others to hear this warning. Especially Sarah. Maybe tell her twice.
I'll have a few discreet words. Everything will be fine. And Raste watch over us all.
If I do finish this game at the end, it'll be fun. Then after that, maybe. Let's see. Oh.
Interesting.
And now presenting Grand Duke Gaspard de Chalon, and accompanying him, Lord Inquisitor Trevelyan, son of Ban Trevelyan of Ostwick. Shepherd and leash of the Wayward Order of Templars, purger of the heretics from the ranks of the faithful.
He is so full of it. That's not how it went.
Champion of the Blessed Andraste herself.
Did you see their faces? Priceless.
Accompanying the Inquisitor, the Iron Bull, leader of the famed mercenary company Bull's Chargers, as the name might imply. The Lord Inquisitor's elven servant, Solus. Her ladyship, my bulls each, of course. Sir Callum Stanton Rutherford of Honley, commander of the forces of the Inquisition, former Knight Commander of Kirkwall. Lady Liliana, Nightingale of the Imperial Court, veteran of the Fifth Blight, Seneschal of the Inquisition, and left hand of the Divine. And Lady Josephine Charette Montillier of Antiva City, Ambassador of the Inquisition.
Cousin, my dear sister.
Grand Duke, we are always honored when your presence graces our court.
Don't waste my time with pleasantries, Celine. We have business to conclude.
We will meet for the negotiations after we have seen to our other guests.
Inquisitor?
Lord Inquisitor, we welcome you to the Winter Palace. Allow us to present our cousin, the Grand Duchess of Leeds, without whom this gathering would never have been possible.
What an unexpected pleasure. I was not aware the Inquisition would be part of our festivities. We will certainly speak later.
Your arrival at court is like a cool wind on a summer's day.
I'm delighted to be here, Your Majesty.
We have heard much of your exploits, Inquisitor. They have made grand tales for long evenings. How do you find Halam Shiral?
I have never seen anything to equal the Winter Palace.
We hope you will find time to take in some of its beauty. Feel free. We look forward to watching you dance.
Inquisitor, a word when you have a moment.
Tell me, Yvette, how are Mama and Papa? Are they in good health? Do they want for anything? Papa's perfectly happy in the studio. Mother is the same as well.
It's true. The Templars have returned.
How could the Emperors afford to renovate the palace?
Good. I was hoping I would catch you. What did the Duke...
He points the finger at Ambassador Briala.
The ambassador is up to something, but she can't be our focus. The best place to strike at Celine is from her side. She has an occult advisor, an apostate who charmed the Empress and key members of the court as if by magic. I've had dealings with her in the past. She is ruthless and capable of anything.
How can Celine openly keep an apostate in the Imperial Court?
The Imperial Court has always had an official position for a mage. Before now, it was little better than court jester. Vivian was the first to turn that appointment into a source of real political power. When the circles rebelled, technically every mage became an apostate. The word lost much of its strength.
You think she's controlling the minds of the court? That's powerful blood magic.
She's worth investigating. But I'll...
We are not serving drinks. Bother someone else. The package is in the guest wing. Upper room.
The one off the garden. Statuette.
The Empress has sent us with a message for you.
I am always honored to hear from Her Majesty.
Oh, she is the honored one, Inquisitor.
Empress Celine is eager to assist the Herald of Andraste in his holy endeavor.
She will pledge her full support to the Inquisition as soon as the usurper Gaspar is defeated.
Please.
I heard the Inquisition was here. Did you hear what Gaspar said to Duke Germain? His own uncle.
Germain bore his nephew's spite better than the...
Well, well. What's this?
What were they doing in the Western Approach? It's a wasteland.
Have you heard from him?
Not since his regiment joined the fighting.
Is that him?
Is it true the Inquisitor was handed out of the Fae by Andraste?
Does anyone have a report on casualties in the Danes?
That's the bell. I should get back to the ballroom.
It's been too long.
long since I've had any word from fellow...
Gaspard is wasting his time. Nothing he does could win over the Council of Heralds now.
Should have considered that before threatening to burn them all in their homes.
That will be the second bell.
Well, well. What have we... Delivered from the grave. What could bring such an exalted creature here to the Imperial Court, I wonder? Do even you know?
I'm here on important business concerning the entire Empire.
As am I. I am Morrigan. Some call me advisor to Empress Celine on matters of the arcane. You have been very busy this year. Perhaps you and I hunt the same...
I hope so.
So I... Where it leads, I cannot say. Yet, if Celine is in danger, I cannot leave her side long enough to search. You can.
Briala's people are whispering about disappearances in the servants' quarters. This key may lead there.
The ambassador does have eyes and ears every...
This could be worth checking out.
Caught in the middle of this. Crap. What fully qualified arsehole stops to kill a cook?
This was no servant. What's he doing here?
This guy's way too fancy to belong down here.
That would appear to be Grand Duke Gaspard's...
Time to have a word with the Duke. Venatory agents! That must be the Venatory leader. Venatory were watching this approach. They're organized.
Fancy meeting you here. So, we haven't been properly introduced, have we? I'm Ambassador Briala. Your reputation... So, the Council of Herald's emissary in the courtyard. That's not your work, is it?
He was dead when I arrived.
I expected as much. Those are desperate acts. Gaspard must be planning to strike tonight.
Are you sure he's behind this? He was too easygoing for a man
What could you do with an army of elven spies at your disposal? You should think about it.
This is great. Even the elves are trying to bribe you.
Call it politics or the game or whatever. That's personal hate. Huh.
Thank you, Inquisitor.
Interesting.
Inquisitor Trevelyan. We met briefly. I am Grand Duchess Florian. Come, dance with me. Spies will not hear us on the dance floor. You are from the Free Marches, are you not? How much do you know?
It doesn't matter where...
The security of the Empire is at stake. Neither one of us wishes...
I think I can agree.
Then you have... The world is filled with doubt and I know you are... You are a curiosity to many, Inquisitor, and a matter of concern to some.
Am I the curiosity?
A little... Do you even yet know who is friend and who is foe? Who in the court can be trusted? In the Winter Palace, it cannot have escaped your notice that certain parties are engaged in dangerous machinations tonight.
If you know something, tell me.
You have little time. The attack will come soon. You must stop Gaspard before he strikes. In the Royal Wing Garden, you will find the captain of my brother's mercenaries. He knows all Gaspard's secrets. I'm sure you can persuade him to be forthcoming.
We'll see what the night has in store, won't we?
You'll be the talk of the court for months. We should take you dancing more often. You still face... Wait.
More important.
I hope you have good news. It appears the peace talks are crumbling.
The Grand Duchess tried to convince me Gaspard is the traitor, but I'm not sure I buy it.
Florian and her brother are thick as thieves, but she would give him up in an instant to save herself.
Then, the attack on the Empress will happen tonight.
Warning Celine is... Then perhaps we should let her die.
I won't stand by and let her die.
Sometimes the best path is not the easiest one.
We came here to save Celine.
If the...
She's...
Which...
Oh.
Then... Might be something here. Better take a closer...
I cannot...
So, even Liliana thought this place was dangerous and you wanted to just walk in here. This party is looking up.
Just kicked him out the window.
Oh, thank you.
Are you all right?
I don't think I'm hurt. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her. It's not courage to... Now she wants to play revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Would you be willing to testify to that?
Absolute. If...
Go...
Hello? Is anyone there? Someone? Anybody?
What's this then? Swapping all the gold leaf with diamonds, I bet.
You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my baits.
I had a feeling you were mixed up in all this.
Such a pity. You could almost be our Legion, if you were just a little quicker. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
To battle!
Were those demons? There aren't any more of those bastard demons coming, right?
No.
Maker, I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed me to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
You honestly believe you were captured, tied up, and thrown into a death trap because of a bill?
When you put it like that, it seems a bit odd. The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Stinking, punsy cheesemongers.
I need you to tell that to the Empress.
We're after one assassin.
You want?
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech soon. What should...
The Grand Duchess is the assassin. Don't let her anywhere near the Empress.
Duchess? At once, Inquisitor.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
Lords and ladies, as a nation, we mourn our sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, friends and lovers claimed by war. The sky is torn open, our divine is dead, and many fear the end of all things comes upon us. Orlais must stand as a bastion, a bulwark behind which all Thedas may take shelter. So has it stood for 1,000 years. So shall it ever stand. This would not have been possible without the efforts of many. Dear cousin, please step forward.
Grand Duchess, stand down!
Beaten at every turn. You stole the moment of my triumph, just as you stole the demon army from Merimond. And now you've chased a defenseless woman into the garden. Are you proud? The night is still young. All I need to recover is to kill you, Inquisitor. So good of you to attend my soirée.
Come back, Gloria! Don't you want to... Find Gloria! Watch out! He's up to something. Find Florian! Hurry! Watch out! Watch out! Find... Watch out! He's up to... He's up to something. Find Florian! Hurry! Hurry! Someone help Sarah! Lady knows how to make an exit. something! Lady knows how to make an exit.
Your sister attempted regicide in front of the entire court, Gaspard.
You're the spy master. If anyone knew this atrocity was coming, it was you.
You don't deny your involvement.
Enough. We will not bicker while Tevinter plots against our nation.
Your captain tells me you spent all night sneaking mercenaries into the palace, Gaspard. You intended to
And where did your troops come from, Inquisitor? If sneaking men into the palace is damning, then...
I found your knife on the...
It...
By all means, continue to protest your innocence.
His own
Mercenaries? Thank you.
No.
In light of oath, you are hereby sentenced to death.
Don't be absurd.
Was it someone else who murdered the Imperial ambassadors in order to draw out the negotiations?
You killed negotiators?
Even if I did this, you can't touch me. Not without starting riots in every slum and alienage in Orly.
The elves won't protect her once they know about her involvement with you during the purge of Halam Shiral.
Thank you, Inquisitor, for all your efforts tonight. I owe you my life. And Orly owes you its future. You have done a service for the Empire never to be forgotten, my friend. This piece is your doing. Lords and ladies of the court, the civil war which has plagued us is at an end. The Orlesian Empire is whole again. Those who drove us into war for selfish gain have been dealt with as traitors. Gaspard de Chalon is guilty of treason. He is no longer our cousin and shall never again hold title or land in Orly. We have lost enough. No more! Now, we can move forward to healing and restoration in our hour of... And in... Will you address the court, my friend?
Ending the war was the first step.
Our final goal must be peace for all Thetis.
Well said, Inquisitor. We of the court must use our resources. Not every battle is won on the field. Tonight, feast, my friend.
The Orlesian nobility make... Do you tire so quickly of their congratulations, Inquisitor?
Everyone suddenly wants to talk to me. You, at least, I'm glad to see.
Then I have happy news, as you shall be seeing a great deal. By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Celine wishes to offer you any and all aid, including mine. Congratulations.
Welcome to the Inquisition.
Is everything all right? You look troubled.
Things went according...
Tonight, is there anything I can do? Can I get you anything? A drink, perhaps?
I just need a moment.
Well, at least I'm almost there. I just need one more.
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, Revered.
We will need...
That's quite...
My Lord Inquisitor. Please, may I have a word with you?
How may I assist you, revered mother?
With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a single question. The next...
I have...
But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
Liliana and Cassandra would have to make that decision for themselves.
And they certainly will, at a later date. The Inquisitor has only just returned and has important business to attend to. You must... Don't let them... We've been... Cullen is hoping...
I've seen bigger castles fall, but not better.
Consider it done. Oh, my maker, you cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut, although it is yet bewildering at the center.
How's it going?
I think I like this job. But I will rise to the occasion. Skyhold will...
As you...
We are... Nothing? Unfortunate.
I'm almost there.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the throne.
After our time in Halam Shirao, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself.
Are you worrying?
A little of column A, a little of...
Oh, well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye.
No.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus's followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
They've terrorized Thetis long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing?
His people have what he hopes to find, however,
Which should surprise... Fortunately, I can assist. What Corypheus
Which
is best if I show... This is an Illuvian, an elven artifact. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor.
It's...
If...
What does...
A more... If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
A useful trick.
For one who knows the way, the ancient... As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side.
Corypheus wants to come here?
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient back.
And
You have...
Conversely, how many power does need to be there to get there?
Maker, hear this hymn of our repentance. Grant us absolution in your light. Remember
I need 40, so...
What happened in Adamant is a shame. I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived. Inquisitor?
Inquisitor.